So, I actually had a dream last night or early this morning. I woke sort of early this morning. I actually had a dream that I saw what might have been the Silvio character within the film titled Sicario. Uh huh. I saw the Silvio character. Okay, and it was like he was flesh and blood. Okay, and it was like he was standing on something invisible in my room. With his head about that far off away of the ceiling in this room, in this bedroom. Okay, my office slash bedroom. Yeah, and he was like sort of looking back and forth, and I was sitting right here. He's sort of looking back and forth. I got the impression that he was actually a deceased Mexican cop, though he was like flesh and blood, like he was standing on something invisible. I said, looking good. And he didn't say anything. He was just looking back and forth. Sort of like almost a nod sort of thing. And then I woke. And like, man, there's quite a complex point about that film. Like, it seems implied Medellin Cartel did not uh, kill Alejandro's wife and kid. Not actually. It was a turf war sort of thing, something that a jabroni little wannabe step up did to Alejandro because he was prosecuting. He was a prosecutor in Juarez. Yeah. And so he goes down to Colombia and he boo-hooing and he doesn't care and he's going to figure out what's going on and Colombia send him to America. And then the feds facilitate him getting into Mexico to get Manuel Diaz. Now I actually have seen various uh, actors in Oklahoma, like driving around and that. Yeah. Oh yeah. I've noticed some people like, whoa. It's it's the guy. It's it's that guy in Twin Peaks. It's Agent what was his name? One of the characters within Twin Peaks. I noticed him one day. He was driving a blue convertible Trans Am or Corvette or something like that in Oklahoma City. Yeah, it was him, man. It was one of those special agent characters. Yeah, and Manuel Diaz, the actor that depicted Manuel Diaz, resembles my homeboy Ray Ray. Coincidentally, that's sort of interesting. And it's like, yeah, well, hey, man, I'm an intelligent individual. I've been around for a while. Okay, I can speak a lot of languages. Okay, I got friends around the world, people that like me. All right, and it's like, oh, okay, how about a good society? And that's the point, man. It's sort of like that white American cop within the film titled Sicario. Was he a bad guy? Okay, aside of the assault against Kate when she pulled the fucking gun, okay, a sort of the assault, like, was he a bad guy though? Well, he was making deposits for Manuel Diaz. He was a white American cop in what, Tejas? Okay, Texas. Uh huh. Why would he do that? Well, for the money. Why wouldn't he just start busting some people, dude? There he is, focused upon law. Okay, I'm going to get right to the point. There he is, focused upon law. He's thinking about what's right and things like that. Maybe he was thinking, like you think about the details of the film. Maybe he was thinking about what was ethical, maintaining balance and a semblance of order. Okay, what was ethical He's a white American cop. He's thinking about things. He's heard of tribal Mayans before. He's aware that they're still alive and so forth. Okay? And amidst a fucked off socio-political situation, man, it's not black and white anymore. Not at all. Okay? And within that film, I mean, it's sort of complex, and it's like, it's the land of wolves now. You're not a wolf, Kate. Not at all. All right? All right? Let's just say that. Let's, yeah, reiterate that point. Okay? Like, all these different people working sort of against each other and maybe for what's right. Okay? And that's sort of maybe part of the point. Maybe with technology and communications, context improve is sort of part of the point. All right? And it's like, yeah, well, okay, so yeah, I've got friends, I've got various friends, people notice me, okay, hi, hello. Yeah, I'm cool, all right? I'm cool. And I'm sort of really optimistic that contexts get worked out. Now, I like that phrase because context work out implies coat on termote because of the Crasis context in Ionic Greek of Omicron and Upsilon is omega. And so, and in Francais, cota means flank. Though I'm being consistent to my point. You check my spelling throughout all my posts. I think I'm sort of really optimistic that contexts get worked out. And I like that phrase phonetically and linguistically because I'm consistent about my point somewhat. I think that if people really look into and consider my point, like that they'll realize that there's a bit of friendly amidst that fucked up situation he's coping with. He's a tribal Mayan thinking about amidst all this shiznit, bud. And that's part of the point, man. Amidst a fucked off socio-political situation, it's not black and white anymore. Not at all. Okay? And I mean, I was just thinking about it, and that dream was sort of weird. And it's just like, I mean, there are a lot of different people, okay? I like the cool people. It's like, what was Silvio doing? Sort of endangering his family for a semblance of order, for what was right for order. Why did Colombia want little Alejandro? Uh-oh. And even the feds, just maybe. Okay? Okay? That's a cool film. That's a cool film. And I'm thinking that there's a point. And it's like, it's sort of like, well, there are various things, okay? If you read my profiles, there are various things that people could think about. It's like the Devil's Tower within Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It's like, why? Why? What is the big point about that? It's sort of like Langoliers and the detective's name, the writer's name within the Langoliers, and they're very sophisticated, intelligent, and considerate people that alluded about this point, sort of consistently. Mm-hmm. Wyoming. I think that there's a point. Okay, it's partly about morality. If you needed that sort of explicit goddamn clue, okay. And I just, man, amidst modern contexts, okay, I just think that there are people that can be sort of reasonable and think about things, man, and be sort of reasonable, and like maybe they can like spread a little bit of reasonable to their friends. They think that there's a point about this, and they're looking at this and look at these coincidences while they're doing what they're doing, okay, and they're looking around and like it seems like maybe a few little coincidences about this, maybe a few about that, and what might happen, and yeah, okay. I like cool people. All right, and that's a big part of the point. I just like cool people, and I'm sort of really optimistic that contexts improve, and I actually would really like to see a good society start to happen. And it's sort of like maybe it's like Republicans, and amidst the most wealthy people of the planet, okay, though a good society would be a gain for pretty much everybody. Okay? Oh yeah? You're selling money, gain of money to Republicans? Maybe it'd be a gain of various different things for various different people. Okay? What? Oh yeah, you trying to sell me on ethics and morality? Well, maybe there's a point about Scrooge McDuck. Okay, maybe it's sort of complex, though you have to think about things, and like, I think I have a good point, man. I really think I have a good point, and I think that various other people could appreciate my good point. Maybe it's not as much gain of the same thing, not actually gain of land. No, maybe it's not. Maybe, if you wanted to suggest you were worth a single fucking country, you white Europeans, maybe. And when you think about things, it's like they're going to rationalize things backwards, man. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. They're going to rationalize things backwards. They really are. Okay? And they think that they're all worth it. All this, because they're right. They sort of said opposite of that. They sort of exclaimed opposite of that, matter of fact. They really did. They ain't worth shit, not at all. What they had wasn't worth fucking shit, not at all. Then they wanted to inbreed and invade a country of people and all sorts of criminal and suggest that they were right and still ain't right, not actually. And I mean, it's like various people I would like. Various others I could. Okay, those are some of your friends. That's cool. They're likable. Yeah. Okay, I wouldn't have picked them out. Now actually, though. Okay, cool. Various others I'd ignore. Maybe. Okay. Concisely. Though, I mean, it's like, for what's respectable and reasonable, man. For what's right. Because you've got some sense. Some of you have got some sense. I just really think that various people would like what I wrote. They would. And they look through and sort of like, they're brushing the dust off of this little gemstone, of suggested gemstone of his. It might be a pile of shit. We're not certain yet. Not actually. We're using tools, brushing all the dust off of this. Though, yeah, and then you notice that I've got some friendly, and I might have a great point. Okay? You notice I got a great point. I've got some cool point. And so you start spreading that around. Okay? Aside of Barbie, okay? Aside of Barbie and all of that, well, you looking at okay, you do see a point about that, though. Those are your friends, so you're going to make the point the way you do. Okay, all right, that's cool. Though you see that I've got a point. All right, cool. You're one of those. That's cool. All right. Though, I mean, it's like, man. I've got all sorts of different types of friends. I've got big mob family friends in South America, and I've got CIA friends, and I've got DOD friends telling me about some things, and I've got Russian friends, Chinese friends, and people that like me, man, because I'm cool, I'm friendly, I'm consistent about my point. I just want a good society. Can you believe that I've got that many different types of friends? I really do, dude. And I'm serious about this point. I really think that context could improve. Yeah, it's like a bunch of things, bunch of different people, bunch of things. Though I really think that context could improve, man. Soon, even. And I'm really optimistic about it. And I just wanted to suggest vaguely and in general, amidst all that I actually suggested, happy holidays, you guys. Okay? Happy holidays. Take care of yourselves. And try and figure a few things out. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Try and learn of respect. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'd be real cool. That'd be real cool. It's not all one thing necessarily, not actually over again, not actually. Okay? There's still happy holidays because cool people are cool and they're friendly and cheerful and things like that. I like them somewhat. They're, maybe some of them are a little naive. That's cool. That's cool. They're still friendly and cheerful, and some of them actually are sort of cute. It's like, yeah, you're all right. You're all right. So, I mean, seriously, yeah, I'm sort of optimistic, and various other people should be sort of optimistic amidst technology and communications. I think that things might improve. Okay? So, just big ol' happy holidays to everybody. All right? Take care of yourselves.